Recorded.
All right. Plus, the recap doesn't really bother a guy who wasn't here. So, last time, you guys pretty much started out right into combat with the little knoll den you discovered. Uh, Combat lasted a while. Some of them were either quick to retreat, or you just couldn't hit them with some pretty funny rolls. As you progressed forward into the cave, you came across this mosquito creature that spoke to you telepathically, and if you got too close, you had a chance to fall unconscious. Uh, that was dispatched pretty easily. Uh, don't mind Eric's computer because it's dying. And oh, he's back. Let's see if it works. Hold on. Nothing. Oh,
All right.
we hear you.
That hurts.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm a little older. Technology and I are not of speaking terms all the times.
oh! I hear that somebody.
That is all right. Yes, you do. All right, so we have still missing our fighter. But anyway, so you guys completed that combat. Took a short rest while some of you inspected the cave, and there was just a bunch of stored grains and cloth and stuff like that. But upon further investigation, you saw drag marks leave the cave and head west, which you proceeded to follow. And as nighttime was coming around, you saw a little thicket of woods with a small hut with some bone chimes and stuff like that. And after much trepidation, you guys decided to go in and found a turtle laying on its back. You helped him up, asked him his name, and that is where we left off.
So you guys heard Mizion? Because I didn't. I might
Yes.
have to reconnect.
Yeah, I heard before. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Let me reconnect.
Roll 20. Okay. So, the turtle stands up, or turtle stands up, kind of brushes himself off. He's gathering some tea and whatnot, and he goes, "My name is Maka." I'll write that for you guys.
Like
Real
the
quick,
bird?
I just
Oh.
reconnected. Mizion, can you say something? Now
Something.
it's working. I can hear him. Perfect.
Yay!
No,
Everybody,
it wasn't you. Trust me, it wasn't you. It was me.
Yeah, that turned out.
Maka, nice to meet you.
Yeah, he's
My name is Mateo Lupe Fernandez. How are you this evening?
pleasure. I am standing, so that's a start.
Yeah,
You just
that's
shuffle around.
yeah, that's crazy that you fall over like that. Does that happen a lot?
Old age is a bitch.
How old are you?
He pauses for a second. 10 seconds. I think close to my 10th century.
10 centuries. Whoa. That's a long time.
Yeah, and he's just kind of slowly shuffling around. He's going over to start a fire. You see him kind of snap his fingers, and the fire just lights by itself. He comes shuffling back over to the table.
Oh, that's a neat trick. Well, these are my companions, and I'll point to Ovis.
Hello, Maka. My name is Ovus. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
If I remember from last time, I like medicine checked this guy. He was like pretty all right, even though he was
He's
stuck on his
blind.
back for a while.
He's fine. He
Yeah,
was just
but
blind.
besides being blind, I remember him being blind.
He's fine. Yeah. He's hardy and old.
Well, so you live out here by yourself?
Yes.
Why?
Society is not what it used to be.
That's for sure.
Where are you from?
I, in my younger years, wandered the land, was what did I do? Oh, yes, that's right. I was a druid. I went around the land and helped heal people. And then the war happened, and I retreated.
Evelios is a druid. And I'll point
Oh?
to Evelios.
What kind of druid?
I specialize in summoning creatures, hardy creatures, and totems. Some may call me a shepherd of sorts.
That is one I have not heard of.
What kind of druid are you, Maka?
He waves his hand, and a 30-foot sphere kind of you just see starts to radiate out, and kind of you look outside, and it almost looks like you are in a dream world. It's kind of glistening, and you can't see like the sunlight and stuff. It's almost like Tiny Hut, except not.
Oh,
Whoa, this is interesting. What is this? I kind of like reach my hand out and just, I don't know, if there's shit like glitter flying around or something.
Yeah, it's there's shadows and there's
Yeah, I'll try and
Limbs.
interact with,
Yeah.
whatever's around.
From what you see, it looks it's fine. It's kind of almost like a shadowy dome and stuff. Kind of just enveloped you guys, and it's not moving.
I don't I don't feel like bad, right? It's not hurting me.
No.
Avelios, can you do this? What is he doing?
Druids have some druids have some innate access to the dream. I believe he is it is Fey state. I believe he is accessing that. It's not my specialty.
Indeed. You're a very insightful young druid.
Can you turn into
I
the
also-
animals?
I can, but I choose not to.
Why?
I think I'm fine being a turtle.
Okay, because I was going to say, when you were on your back, you could have probably turned into something smaller, and then fix yourself that way. But it doesn't matter. That's over with.
Oh, that is an excellent idea. I did not think of that.
It's okay. I probably wouldn't have thought about it either.
So he's slowly going around, getting tea together. He sets it down on the table. He's like, I forgot to ask, are you folks hungry?
I am hungry.
Yes.
I'm thirsty too. Do you drink? And I'll pull out my gourd or whatever and kind of like swirl it.
I haven't had alcohol since a long time.
I haven't had alcohol in a long time too. Come, let's sit down. And then I guess wherever, is there like a little table or something?
Yeah, you guys are kind of over it right now.
Okay,
All this
cool.
is
Yeah. Yeah, so
like
I'll start
if-
setting things up and put the shot glasses out like I always do. I don't know if I have 4 or 6, but I pull them all out. Let me check. And then I'll start pouring. And whoever wants one, take it. And this is
All of
going
us
to
will-
be... This is the centipede vodka that I'm going to do.
Oh boy. Finally. I'm so happy.
Oh no, why'd you say that?
It's too late. You're already.
No, I know. I'm gonna
already
go
said
through
it.
with it. I'm gonna do it. But now other people who might have, well, maybe not. All right, yeah, I only have 4 cups, so I pull out my 4 cups. I need to make more cups.
All right. All of us will participate in the drinking.
Well, Ivelios doesn't drink, so there's enough for 4 of us.
Yeah, Vector.
Vector.
have some. Ah.
Man, it's upsetting he's not here. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So, the Maka will remove the tea as after everybody's taken a cup or not. You go put it down on this table over here and sit down. And he doesn't have much for food, so he'll summon some good berries. And then you'll take a shot.
All right, cool. Oops.
Whew. He kind of coughs a little bit and kind of tucks back into his shell real quick, and it's like, oh, that is some potent stuff. So
Yes.
who else is taking a shot? Make a Constitution save.
All right.
DC 12.
That's not bad. Somebody roll a 1. First roll of 9. Oh shit, he did roll a 1. Oh boy.
Roll for Vector.
Yay, 19.
Okay, so everybody except Ovis, you you drink it, and it tastes pretty good for soaking in centipede for so long. But the their venom kind of has infused with the alcohol just a little bit, so you become paralyzed for 1 round and then snap out of it.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good to know. Well, I mean, wait, I failed too. I rolled a 19.
No, it was just Ovis.
Oh, all of it. Okay. Oh, I thought you said all of you. Okay, all of us, all of you. Okay, never mind.
No.
Hey, that's good to know. So paralysis for 1 round, DC 12. It's good stuff, no?
Did you wash this cup?
I wash it. I sterilize it with alcohol.
Oh. Wow. Ugh.
Yeah, you gonna be okay?
I might have to go to bed.
Make sure you eat the good berry first.
I will.
Where are we going to sleep? Can we stay here, Maka? Is that okay? Can we spend the
Oh.
night?
Yes, I've set up the protections already.
The protections.
Yes,
From what?
from anything that might pry.
Okay. I won't ask any more questions.
Please, I've lived 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, there's some credibility to that. You know, maybe one day I'll live 1,000 years.
Well, there is one way to find out.
Well, that's gonna take me 1,000 years to find out.
Well, there's other magics that aren't taught nowadays.
Oh, that's fascinating. Ancient magics?
Some could say.
I'm interested in magic.
Are you?
Yes. I'd like to know what you speak of.
I'd like to know where it went. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. It's like, well, if you like, just sit by the table
Okay.
and ask me a question. And he pulls out a deck of cards.
Ask him what the cards are for.
What are the cards for?
You'll see.
Huh. All right. I guess I have some questions. What kind of fortune does my future hold?
Oh.
So he sits down and shuffles and lays one card face down on the table.
Oh boy.
Well, that's an awfully big card. It doesn't matter. It's there. At least all you can see it now.
Oh,
Is it a
it's
Ravenloft
over.
card?
It's definitely the Toroka deck, yes.
Oh shit.
Goes your future. It's grim. A
Great.
dark lord rises and looks like you must meet him.
Wow.
Well, it's good. It's a good response to that.
That's no good.
I don't know if I like these cards. Can I try and insight him, see if he's like full of shit or what?
Sure.
Seems a little spooky. I'm trying to see if he's, if he's like sincere, like with what he's saying, or if he's just, whatever.
That's crazy old coot.
Yeah. 12.
Yeah, he seems to. Whatever he's doing, he definitely believes in it.
Okay.
Ah,
Wait, where did you find these cards? Like, what is the story behind these?
Well, long ago, before the war, there was a bunch of us that would travel around and heal people, and we happened to be blessed by some force the ability to read fortunes. And these cards are the remnants of that life. They came as a gift. I don't know where they were there before I was born, and they're still here now.
So these cards are more than 1,000 years old.
Yes.
Are the cards themselves magical?
I believe so.
It's very interesting. And where did you get them from? Who taught you?
Uh, Ooh, let me think. It's been so long since I've thought of their names. It was an elven woman.
What'd you say, Melvador woman?
No, I said an elven woman.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Melvador.
It's the alcohol. I get
They
it.
say now a woman.
Elven woman.
It's, yes, named Brigitte.
Brigitte?
Brigitte, yes.
Like Bridget, but Brigitte?
Yes.
Brigitte. Brigitte. I spelled it wrong. Brigitte. Okay. Bruh. Okay. Brigitte. That's too
Bruh.
That's
We have
cool.
fun here.
So, okay, so you said here that Olvis, that card that you draw from your deck, it gave the bad information. How do we change that?
Well, I don't know. Everything I've ever drew has come to pass.
Do Ovis. I mean, Evelios.
No, no, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun. You don't trust your druid's friend.
I don't trust those cards.
Oh, you believe in these cards too?
Let's see if I do. I'm gonna use my Firbolg magic. I think I have one detect magic per day.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna cast detect. I'm gonna cast detect magic with my Firbolg magic.
Yeah, there's the faint source of divination magic coming off these cards.
I tell Mateo, yeah, that the cards are dangerous. That there is some real magic to what's going on here.
Do you think it would be wise to know what to look out for?
I tell Mateo that the future is a weird thing, and sometimes you never really know whether you're actually discovering or creating the future when you tell it.
I think I look at Maka. I say, I think you should do Evelios' future.
No,
It doesn't work unless I'm asked a question.
What was Olvis's thing again? What was it?
He asked what his
What kind of fortune his
future.
future holds or something? And what was the Dark Lord? And then what did it say?
Yeah.
Said that something evil was going to rise and that he is destined to face it.
I hope it doesn't have to do with something that's in the bag.
Okay. When we face
The
this,
thing they were trying to destroy.
when we face this Dark Lord, how will we fare as a team? Because I will be there with him.
So he lays another card face down on the table.
Wait, shuffle first.
What did I draw here? Kind of looks at it a little bit. You know, flip it over. I don't want to. Where am I going to put it? It's going to be so big. Ah!
Okay, right there. Ooh, the mists.
Well,
I used to have these cards like back in the 90s.
back in.
Yeah, they were pretty awesome. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry, what was the question? I got distracted. Sorry, what was the question again?
Oh, it looks like the mist confused you. When
Yes.
when we face this Dark Lord, how will we fare as a team? Because I will be there with Olvis when this happens.
As a team, well, looks like maybe one of you might die.
I look at Vector.
You'll become lost to the mists. That usually means death.
Ravenloft will suck you in.
There's no Ravenloft here.
I know. There's Ravenloft everywhere.
It's true. You can't escape it.
I look at Olvis. I put my hand on his shoulder. Say, we're going to be okay.
Yes. We always are. Somebody else will not be, though.
That's right.
I looked at Vector.
Don't pick on the mute Goliath.
Yeah, I don't even know if he would pick, or
I think
my
I-
future already known. It's by the sword. Ha ha. I don't know. So I mean, I kind of,
well, that's uncanny. Okay.
I just want to like really pick this guy's brain. I'm just gonna like yap his ear off, and I want to like listen to his stories. I want to hear about where he's been. How long he's been here. What kinds of things has he seen in the area? I want to tell him that we're going up north. What can we expect up there? I mean, like just like talking to like grandpa type shit. Tell me stories, grandpa.
Tell me stories. Anybody else have any questions for him?
Yes,
Or-
we.
Go ahead.
One more question, we're heading somewhere soon. Probably tomorrow we'll be heading there again, and it may be dangerous. We don't know. Can you tell me what the secret to success will be? Oh,
What the fuck? All these cards are evil.
They are. Holy shit. I didn't even stack the deck. This is all random. Whatever you do, whatever is ahead of you in the next day or so, you are going to need to kill it. Or it will kill you. Yeah. Look at that fortune.
This is horrible. I hope it's not the little girl with the broken foot. Because I will beat the shit out of her because of this card.
The weird turtle said to kill you. I'm sorry. Okay.
So wait a minute. What if we just stay here for the next day?
Well,
Unless you're the bad thing. Ooh, I kind of say it jokingly. But yeah. I mean, I just want to... That's kind of how I want to spend the rest of the evening or whatever. Unless anybody else wants to do something. Picking his brain, telling stories.
any other questions or just story time?
I can't think
I don't have any questions. So I'm just gonna browse around his house before I go to bed.
Still looking through shit like Yoda.
So he'll sit down. He'll ask for another shot
Yeah.
of the good stuff.
Yeah, no problem. I'll match.
And he'll down it, and he'll get paralyzed for a round. He'll shake it off. He's like, I won't do the voice. I'll just kind of tell the story. So he was around before the Four Kingdoms went to war, and he was talking about how everything was in relative peace. There was free travel. There's no like hardly any like war or anything to be afraid of in the world. There's hardly any like. It was just a nice peaceful town. And he and his troop of gypsies or whatever you want to call them went around and did their thing. Uh, and then one of the kingdoms, and he's not sure which one, uh, started being more aggressive. They're coming out with magic that nobody's ever, seen before and whatnot. And so the other kingdoms kind of rose up to protect themselves. And slowly the power escalation, gave birth to, some very, very, very obscene magic items and spells and stuff like that. And that led to the uh, realm of chaos being born. And out of that, uh, that's when he retreated because the, dark energies and stuff that came out of that place, pretty much kind of like what happened to Yoda, pretty much. He's like, oh shit. And, went into hiding. And he's been hiding for, a good few hundred years. There's he knows that the barrier got erected and everybody kind of retreated to their own corner of the world, and they set up a council, kind of like a UN kind of thing that kind of maintains the peace outside of the order of balance, as you guys know, as the police force. And that's it. And they closed it off. Everything bad was thrown in there. And it was forbidden for anybody, and that's all he knows.
How did the barrier stay in existence? Like what keeps the powder up?
People.
What do you mean? Like sacrificing people or
High level mages. There's like a almost like a changing of each kingdom has their own, sect of their mages guild or that are in charge of keeping the barrier up. So
have you ever seen this? And go over to Olvis and be like, wait, what is those the skull things?
Knowledge symbols?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pull them out of the back.
Yeah.
Hand them over.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll go show it to Macaw. Like, have you seen this before? Showed the skull with the chain.
Where is? Oh shit! Why did I roll so high? He kind of looks at it and recoils a bit. I'm just like, I never seen one in person, but some of the it was rumored that some of the denizens that came out of the portals and whatnot inside the realm worship some dark gods that he doesn't know the name of, but he knows that there is sort of a cult following. He doesn't know much more than that. He doesn't even know the name of the cult or whatever they are. He just knows that they are tied to some form of worship within the realm.
What are their goals? Do you know?
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Okay. wise enough to hold back a snide comment. Be like, no shit. Um,
Where did you find these symbols?
we've seen it a couple of times actually. The first one was in the village of Menace. There was an attack that happened where these interesting creatures that spoke this language, and I say a couple of the words that I picked up, which are probably all bad words or whatever. I don't know. And
Yeah. A lot of swears.
yeah, like I learned these words from them, and I kind of give a description, like the best I can remember how they looked. Um, they're magical and they were warriors, and then also on the knolls, we found a couple of knolls, uh, who aren't too far. Well, actually, how far are we from there? Yesterday was it a day?
You are. Hold on, let
I
me.
don't remember. Well, I just tell them, that we saw X amount of time ago. We found this on them. We found it interesting that they were the same.
We fought the gnolls earlier this day.
The
You're
same day?
about-
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you're
so
about-
this morning then. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're like 12 miles away, so a half day of travel.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yeah, so earlier today.
Knolls this far west. My senses obviously have been slipping. Well, it might be time for this old turtle to come out of hiding.
Where will you go?
I'm not sure.
Well, what are you going to do then? You going to fight?
I'm not much of a fighter, but I can support those who are in combat.
Well, you saw the cards. We're going to be in combat.
Yes. Gonna deal with the nose a little bit more.
I mean, if nothing else, I mean, I would love your company just to hear more of your stories. I want to hear about different civilizations and people and places, and you're like a walking library.
Well, I guess I can join you temporarily,
Yeah, and you make good
or
tea.
at least get rid of this null threat. And maybe we can find more about this cult.
Well, we're going up north, like I said. So, you're going to be okay in the cold weather?
I don't prefer it, but I can make do.
Okay, good.
I might move slower.
Well, we'll figure it out. Maybe you can turn yourself into like a faster version of yourself.
Okay, well, maybe. But that is neither here nor there. It's time for some rest.
Yeah, that sounds like an excellent idea.
And he will go to his bed. Make yourself comfortable on the floor.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, I'm going to. Is there a fireplace in here?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. Cool. I am going to make sure the fire is nice and good, and there's good light. I am going to work on some maps, like update everything. I want to do the Knoll Den, whatever. And then after that, I'll probably spend a good hour doing that shit. And then after that, do a little, like half an hour meditation, and then go to bed, unless anybody else wants to talk or whatever.
Actually, I'm gonna ask Maddie a question.
Yes, what's up?
Maddie, I have a question. Well, since we're going into battle possibly, Is it alright if I have that stone back and maybe make one for myself?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Make me a little tougher.
No, I appreciate it. You know, it's I definitely got a lot of good use out of it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll probably make you another one in the future. Just right now, I need a little more safety.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Alright,
I
alright.
appreciate
Good deal.
Okay. I hand them his rock. Transmuter stone. Alright, plus 10 movement. Goodbye. Oh. Now I can only jump like 90 feet.
Oh no, not.
What am I going to do? Yeah. That was cool, though. Alright, so
I don't know.
Alright, now this changes everything. Right. Ooh.
Okay, so you guys get a. There's nothing else.
I can make that within like this long rest, right? Or whatever.
Whatever your ability says. I am not proficient in transmutation wizards.
It's like 8 hours. So. Yeah, 8 hours.
You probably wouldn't want to forego your rest to do that, right?
No, I'll work on it.
You just probably just cast a transmutation spell before you rest and change it rather than spend 8 hours.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do like mending or some shit. Real quick.
It has to be
Spell.
yeah, first level or higher. Yep.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're going to get the slot back in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olvis is smart enough to know that it is probably easier to spend a first level spell slot to change the stone than to remake a stone for 8 hours and get a level of exhaustion.
Cast haste on myself. Is the slight transmutation spell I have ready at the moment?
Yeah. So what do you change your stone to?
Proficiency in Constitution, same as yours. For
Right.
now.
Yeah, so you're speed yourself up, change your stone. After a haste wears off, you're stunned for a round. You sit there, drool for a second, and you're like, oh, okay. Anybody else doing anything for the night?
I guess my stuff is the next morning. I'm gonna change one of my spells around and stuff like that so that I can get less restoration.
All right.
So I can heal the guy or cure his blindness.
Okay, so you guys wake up the next morning. There's no wind or rain. It's like just a perfect, clear, normal spring day. Right, spring. I haven't kept track of the date. That's my bad. But so yeah, you guys get up. He starts making more tea. You guys prepare spells or whatever you need to do. And he'll ask, so, which way were the gnolls headed?
Headed. I point in the direction they were headed. What are we following them?
Yeah, you were following them.
Okay, right.
Oh,
You were following the tracks, and then you just happened to, see this hut, and then you're like, ooh, hut.
yeah. We're in Avelius and Vector leading the way.
Oh, yeah. The big people. Okay.
And he sits there and thinks for a moment. He ponders and ponders and ponders. And I'll roll a. Come on. Roll it. Let's go. He does not know where they will be. That's unfortunate. Okay. It's like, my memory is fleeting, but I don't know where they would be hiding.
Sometimes I get really lucky. I might actually have a map to where they're hiding.
Oh, that's right. You have your.
Alright, so let me see this item real quick.
Pull out your. Yeah, here.
Such a crazy item.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay. Okay, in addition to story, you can use to generate a special map identifying a shortcut. You can use your action to make a DC 15 perception check with your success, revealing a map buried in your cartographer's map case, noting a relevant shortcut. Your travel time will be reduced by half if you follow that route. If you succeed at the check by 5 or more, the map includes notes on terrains, grants you advantage on the next ability check to travel through the map area in the next hour. Once you use this, you can't do it until long rest. And then, okay, map of the moment. Study rank 3. Okay, this is for the instant. Okay, wait. To find the map either related to your current mission or inspiring a new one. On a success, you find the map with the prominent landmark. The map has information on the natural terrain within 1 mile of the landmark. Okay, once you use this feature, you can't use it again until dawn 7 days later. Oh, shit. 7 days. That's a long time.
7 days. That is a long time.
Okay, so... Alright, so I definitely don't... Should I waste the 7-day one on this? Or should I save that for something more important? I'm asking the group.
I think you should save it. We've been tracking the nulls just fine so far.
Okay,
I
well...
have +7 to survival,
Okay.
and then I have advantage because Vector's helping me, right? So
Right.
And you have guidance.
Do you want me to try and use the daily one to maybe find a shortcut to wherever it is that we're trying to go?
if you want, I mean, I don't.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Alright,
Today.
Yeah.
so it's DC 15 perception check. Okay. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, Vilios, can you give me guidance? Help me out here. Help me focus.
Sure, I will grant you some nature's wisdom.
Oh, thank you. I can see so much better in here now. Alright, so 14. And, what do I roll? A D4?
D4.
D4. Oh, I won't be able to beat it by 5 no matter what.
18's not bad,
18. Hold on, wait. 18. Should I use a luck point? Should I use it? What does that do again with a luck point?
Why? What do you need to roll?
No, there's something if
A
you
luck-
beat it by 5.
Luck point.
No, not a luck point. The hero point. I'm sorry.
Your
Hero point?
point?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. If you beat it. Okay, so alright. So DC 15, you cut the time in half. So I got that one. If you succeed at the check by 5 or more, the map includes notes on the terrain, granting you advantage on the next ability check you make to travel through the map area within the next hour. Oh, we don't need that. Okay.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Okay, yeah. So, all right. So, yeah. I don't know how it works, but I rolled 18.
Yeah. So, you pull out a map, which luckily I did make.
Oh, shit.
And Makar, he goes outside real quick. Spends about 10 minutes. And out comes a somebody roll me or a D2. Somebody. D2, a 2, okay. He does a little ritual. And out from the nearby bushes, you guys see a very long, fanged, tiger-like creature. And he kind of puts his hand up and pets it. And he goes, "It's been too long, my friend, but there is something we must do." And he hops on its back.
Why does all these cool people have the cool cat animals to ride?
I go up to Macaw and say, Macaw, before we get going, I know you probably have already long since compensated for the lack of sight, but we need you in tip-top shape. So if you don't mind, I'd like to
He
restore our sight.
weakly flexes. He's like,
If you don't mind, I'd like to restore your eyes
oh,
using some druidic magic.
well, I will graciously accept.
Alright, so I go up to him and I prepare, what would I do? I prepare, like, a poultice, and I tell him to close his eyes, and then I'll put the poultice on his eyes. And then after 6 seconds, the poultice will sort of it'll be green and verdant, and then it'll sort of kind of suck all of the, whatever you want to call it, disease out of his eyes and fall off his eyes, and then his sight will be cleared.
All right. That is awesome. Yeah, and he sits there and blinks, and he's like, "Holy shit!" He kind of looks around and is kind of taken aback by nature, and I mean he's been around. I mean he's been able to get by when he's blinded through touch and smell, but sight is like, oh my gosh, the trees. They're so beautiful. A little tear runs down. It's like, thank you. You've made this old man happy.
I kind of smile and like, oh. Did you hear
Okay.
that?
So, can you?
Where are we?
You are the little wagon.
Oh,
Little wagon. I don't see a little wagon. Oh, the circle. Okay, cool. Oh,
this
shit.
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. Yeah. Okay. Is that Village Menace?
Yep.
Oh, very nice.
The mountain down here is Jen Buldar. The cave up to your... Yeah, that's the Knoll Cave. This was the route you were taking. That's the gate up there to go into the north. And your shortcut is leading you up here,
Nice.
Sweet.
which is about a little over half day.
Well, we get there in half the time, right?
Yeah, so well,
He's like, fuck that item.
yeah, your shortcut will get you there. Yeah, you guys head out, and I want to do this before break. So we'll do this real quick. As you guys are following Maddie's map, I need you all to roll perception. Well, Olvis, Maddie, and Ivelios to roll perception checks.
All right.
I will give myself guidance. Nature spirits. Earth, wind, and fire. Heed my call. World of Warcraft reference.
1-6. Oh shit.
Holy crap.
I see everything. 25.
Yeah, thankfully, because Mizion's passive stealth is 20. I didn't realize it was that high. Okay. So yeah, you're going along, and Avelios, you happen to see. If you want to describe yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Since you actually see me,
Brigand! Quick, attack him! He looks like a roguish fellow. No, I'm just kidding.
you would not be that far from the truth. You would see what would be an average, or actually maybe a little tall for an elf of 5'9". Just ruddy brown elf wearing nondescript clothes. It doesn't look like I'm a highwayman of sorts, but in this particular area, out in the away from the city, I do look a little out of place. And if you see me, then we have eye contact, and I'm just staring at you.
I'll be giving descriptions too.
Yeah, you can since he sees you guys. Yeah.
All right. Real simple. Human. Just under 6 feet. Maybe like 160, 170 or so. Athletic build, dressed in simple browns. Traveler's clothing. Excuse me. A spear with a dart hanging from it, and there's like a backpack with a bunch of like scroll tubes and whatever hanging off of it, and does not notice you, so it's just kind of like walking around looking at a map, just like in the picture. Just like in the picture. So yeah, if you can, yeah,
I see the picture.
yep, just like that.
I've
Walking around like, I think we're supposed to go this way, you know.
Gotcha. That one's not paying attention.
Olvus is like 6'3", very slender, the Dalkin. Violet eyes, blue skin, bald, wearing pretty common robe, and he's got a fancy wand on the side, but nothing too special with them.
The precursor to the Blue Man Group. Gotcha.
So you catch eyes with a, I don't know if you've ever seen a furbolg before, but a very large, like 7'6", doesn't look super strong, but you know, athletic build, I would say, furbolg, who has like pretty piercing eyes and is covered in looks kind of shabby, to be honest. You know, kind of like sort of like a shabby traveler's clothes, but you know,
You can switch your token on the
has
bottom.
like what?
You can switch your token on the
You
bottom.
don't have your token.
Oh, I can switch it now.
I don't think we have your token set up yet. I can do that during break.
I'm
Gotcha.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I interrupt you.
You said shabby trail clothes. That's what
Yeah,
I think.
like shabby travelers' clothes, but they have like lichen and moss growing on them on his like shoulders, and then he carries a quarterstaff, like a gnarled quarterstaff. And he looks at you and he quickly like will say halt. You know, he's in front with Vector.
Oh yeah, Vector. He's a large, large man. I don't even. Let's see if he has anything written on the sheet. Because I forget what he described himself as. Bio, nothing. Okay. So yeah, he's just a large man.
Pull the token.
He has. I'll pull the token. Come on, pull it, and
Shift Z.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Is that a human?
No, it's a
Goliath.
it's a very, very, very large man.
I've heard stories about him.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm doing my notes quickly.
Yeah. So for Dylan and Myzion, I don't even know your real name. On the bottom of the chat thing, where it says "as," you'll see your name. You can switch it, and it'll put your tokens up as your icon thing.
Not for me. I've
Yeah,
switched it twice.
we don't have his token set up yet.
I thought I finished it. Maybe I didn't upload it correctly. Again, technology and I are not on
Yeah,
the best of terms.
Just send it to me in Discord, and I will set it up over break.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Excuse me.
turtle. Foop.
But yeah, so we'll take a break now.
Okay.
We'll be back in 15 minutes, and we'll go from there. You guys
I
will.
think
Sounds good.
Oh, well, I like that token there, Dylan.
We're on Twitch. I don't know if you know that. That was something.
I watched the last session you guys had.
Oh, okay.
I watched the whole thing. That was actually the first time I've ever watched Twitch, and this will be the first time I've ever been in a stream.
That's cool.
My first time too. It was a little like I guess I'm okay with this.
Yeah,
Fine with it. I just love to play.
subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We need to get to 50. I think we're at like 46.
You mean follow the channel? Because I don't know if I have $5 to give to your channel.
No,
Just
no,
subscribe.
No, it's free to subscribe. Or follow, whatever it's called.
Follow, yeah. Follow is what you're talking about.
I don't know, hit the button. Yeah, no, we don't make money. We are not affiliates or anything like that. Not yet, anyway. Hopefully we'll get there.
Yes. I'd love for people like, hey, you're that jackass who. No, I'm like, So, do you guys interact with the Twitch channel while you're playing as well?
Rarely. I usually don't have it open.
Somebody's talking now.
I don't. I just wondered. That was something I need.
I mean, tell your friends though. You know, they can interact, and then you can say hi.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, let people know on Facebook. They're like, hey, watch me play D&D.
Yeah, we still need to just fix that side banner sometime.
Yeah, I gotta update all the characters, and I gotta do it. It's crazy. I've just been so busy, and it's like, you know, I picked up a couple of cool projects this week alone. You know, and I might be getting one like right now. Actually, I was texting somebody on the break, so we'll see if I get a deposit.
You said
Say again.
I didn't quite understand what you were talking about. You said that you might get one on break. Get one what?
Oh, I make maps and stuff.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah. So there's this game coming out. Well, I do all kinds of art, whatever. But there's this game coming out, and I think the guy's gonna have me do all his holy symbols. There's like 35 different holy symbols. So
Nice.
yeah, it'll be kind of cool. That game's supposed to be coming out next year. I think Dragon Con, or I think it's going to Dragon Con. I don't know. We'll see.
So, do you do custom characters as well?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you want. I do tattoos too, or I used to.
I only have one of those, and it's 20-something years old.
That's cool. I got a bunch.
Yeah. Alcohol and tattooing don't really mix well.
I don't know. I'm not a big drinker. I'm more of a smoker. But yeah, I got a bunch of.
Oh, I haven't had a drink in about. Like what? What is your favorite one?
My favorite drink?
No, your favorite tattoo.
Oh, like on me? I don't know. They all have like different stories. You know, I have like over 20. I stopped counting. You know,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I used to do
It's like
tattoos and piercing, so it just comes with the industry. You know, sitting there bored, you know, or if a customer doesn't make their appointment, you know, one of your buddies has some free time, then it's like, hey, you want to put this on me? All right, cool. So,
I guess.
yeah. Yeah. Everybody's back?
It should be.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Uh, plus one on those. Let's be that. Let's be that.
Actually, I forgot what the fuck that would be.
Why is it going up to 11? What is wrong here? Well, whenever Dylan is ready, he's the one that
He's here.
saw him. Yeah. So,
I'm here. I just keep myself muted because I have a lot of background noise.
I know, but so whenever you're ready to engage with the fellow you saw, because nobody else saw him.
Yeah, so I say to Vector and everyone else, halt! And I point with my staff at the guy. We lock eyes and I say, you, sir, please, come out of the shadows.
I'm going to look around and like, oh, well, I guess he's talking to me. And just kind of step out some. Ho there. Where are you lot off to?
Well, we mean you no harm. Well, at least as long as you don't mean us any harm. What are you doing out here in the middle of the woods?
Well, I heard tales of a giant of a man who had never been beaten in a battle, and I had to see for myself. No one's that good. Unfortunately, he's not here.
Unfortunately, so we'll have to go to.
These stories are untrue. I seen him get hit with my own eyes.
Is this true?
Yes.
Hit is not beaten. People are hit all the time. If you get into a fight, you have to be prepared to be hit. I heard he has never lost a battle.
Oh, well. I don't know. I have not seen him lose any.
Me either.
Yeah. And I've also heard these tales of people going missing. Every town I go to, that's all I hear. So I figured I'd scrounge up some money and maybe go investigate on my own. I mean, finding missing people usually does provide some type of reward. Have you guys seen or even heard of any missing people around? You haven't come across any strange bodies or camps with people in cages? Usually when people go missing, they're either sold into some form of bondage or killed. It's very rare that you find folks eloping nowadays.
Are you some sort of bounty hunter?
I wouldn't say no to that. I'm always hunting a good bounty. But no, I'm just looking to make some coin.
What bring you to this area looking for the missing people?
Rewards.
From who? Are you being commissioned?
Well, certainly if someone's missing and you bring them back, people usually offer rewards. I mean, I haven't found anyone yet, but that's just what people do. I'm certain I've heard some tale of someone being lost, and when a person found him and brought him back, they got some sort of penance. I'm not sure what the going rate is. I don't know. I'm just trying my luck. I have a problem. I never have enough money. I'm out in the woods because I don't have a home. If you want to ask, and you're so inquisitive, who pays for your food?
Olvis is
I-
one of the best fishing people in all of the lands. We've been fortunate enough to be next to water most of the time.
Yes. Indeed. I
You
always
do
feed
when
them
you're not by water.
I am able to conjure up some nutritious berries that sustain us when we don't have fish.
You're one of those magical people, aren't you?
Hey, now.
Well, not
I
me.
don't mean that.
Unless you.
I don't mean that to be a bad thing. It's just some of us can't do what you can do.
I have many talents, yes, but some are better than others for certain situations. Speaking of which, if you came for a challenge, I don't think we have time today for a personal fight, but perhaps you can test your steel and see who gets more kills between you and this giant Goliath here, Mr. Vector. The Unstoppable, or whatever he calls himself.
Yes, ha ha ha.
We need to like record it on the soundboard or something.
That's a scary thought. You wouldn't happen to have one of those berries you were talking about. I haven't eaten in a few days.
I turn back to Macaw and say, Macaw, unfortunately, to clear up your eyes, I had to sacrifice my berry spell for the day. Would you mind conjuring us some berries for our new friend here?
Oh, berries? Sure. He opens up and he has a pot.
What do these berries look like?
That is. What does a good berry look like?
I always say that. Well,
A blueberry?
the component is mistletoe, and mistletoe berries
Oh.
are red, so I usually say they're red berries.
Yeah, so it's like a palm full of red berries. 10, exactly. 10. 10 berries. 10 red grape-sized berries. How about that? Actually, you wouldn't even have to cast this spell. It hasn't been 24 hours since he cast it last time. There wasn't 10 of you there. So he still has some left over. So instead, he'll reach into his pocket and pull out 5 berries.
If anybody's talking, you're all muted.
No, it's silent. It's so quiet. Nobody wants his berries.
I didn't want to cough in your guys' ears. Sorry. Aren't red berries poisonous?
Not these ones.
Yeah, it's not these. These are the good type. The good berry.
Well, is anyone else going to eat one?
Yes, I'll have one. Please.
Yeah, he's just holding out his hand,
Yeah, I'll pop one out.
No,
kind of
you
shaking, and
want
is
to.
like,
Yeah, I'll pop it into my mouth. This is so good. It's the good berry.
I'll grab one and I'm watching to see if there's any ill effects.
Make a
Good.
caution. No, I'm kidding. No. Everybody's good. They're just chowing on a berry.
All right, and pop the battery in my mouth and smile and nod. And thank you graciously.
Yeah, you feel like full. I mean, probably the fullest you felt in days. It's been
These are wonderful. Why don't you sell these?
they only last a day.
It's a berry and it only lasts a day. What does it spoil or rotten or explode?
I think it just disappears. I don't know. I've never had any berries left over.
But they don't explode.
Not as far as my stomach's concerned.
Oh, that's a relief. Explosions are bad.
What's your name?
My name is Mizion.
Mizian.
Mizion.
Mizian. I am
Mizion.
Mizian. I am Mateo
Mizian.
Lupe Fernandez. Mizian. Pleasure
Wait a minute,
to
what?
meet you. What? You may call me Matty.
What did you?
Matty?
Oh, Maddie.
Yes, Maddie. Matty.
Matty, what is that map that you're looking at?
This map here? Oh, it's Hold on a second. We need to finish introducing people. Mizion, this is Evelios. I point to Evelios. This is Olvis here. Olvis the angler.
Nice to meet you. Again.
He once
Well,
caught the
hold up
big
my hand.
lobster once. He'll tell you that story. And then this
And
big
that's one
one
day.
is the one you're looking for, Vector. And this here is Maka, the turtle. Turtle druid.
Pleasure.
The Turtle Druid. I must admit, I don't think I've seen anyone like any of you, except for Maddie. This is an interesting lot that you have. How did you come together?
Well, Olvis, I met him in his village. I was traveling, and we kind of hung out for a while. And then we went to. We had another friend, a Dragonborn, a knight. And then he had to disappear and handle some business. He went chasing after these two people. And then we had the tiefling come and come with us for a little bit. Everybody else we met, when we met the other two people. And then Jorah, I'm not sure what happened. And then
You just slipped away in the night.
he just kind of slipped away in the night. And then Maka here, we just met actually earlier, last night actually, and now we're coming across you. But we're kind of going northwesterly right now. Where are you coming from? Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry, that might have been too low. The South. The South.
The dirty south?
The dirtiest.
Oh, okay.
Filthy.
All right.
Sewage runs the streets.
I asked him if he's talking about the city full of halflings and gnomes and whatnot. Is that the South that he means? Is it really that dirty there? I look very surprised.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like where I'm from too.
We probably don't travel in the same parts of the same cities.
Well, I guess.
Have you ever been in a sewer?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and the answer is no.
I have.
Oh, why would you go down there?
Because they don't charge you. When it's raining out and you have no place to stay, sometimes a sewer can suffice. I take it that none of you have ever been without a roof over your head.
Well, I mean, we sleep
You
outside
all,
all the time.
this is by choice. If you wanted to, you could go back home right now, couldn't you?
No, not really.
It's too soon. It's still too soon.
My home has always been in the wilds. In fact, being in cities or sewers or is quite weird to me.
Oh, my
Town.
dear friend. The next city that you come to, you have to really take advantage of it.
What kind of fish they have down there?
I'm not much for seafood, I'll admit. The smell just gets into everything.
So I hear.
But they all look different, so I'd say the seafood is. I, uh, I don't eat seafood. I don't know how to describe it well. I apologize. They have fish. They have things that don't look like fish. I don't know what they are. I've never really been able to buy a lot of food, so I try not to dwell on it.
Alright, well, that's fair. I mean, are you a drinker or a smoker?
I've been
A night
known
smoker.
to take to the leaf every now and then, but drink dulls the wits, dulls the senses.
I
You drink too
disagree.
much, you lose all of your possessions. I've seen that happen.
Well, the key to never losing a possession is to not care about your possessions, to be self sufficient.
Matty here is actually quite skilled. I think his skills actually improve when he drinks.
I'd like to think so.
Really?
Yes,
So the
although.
more you drink, the better you get.
Uh, I guess that's a matter of opinion. It depends on the situation. There have been situations where I kind of felt a little foolish because I could not hit the single no that was running away from me. So it depends. I'm kind of lucky though, for the most part. I give myself that.
Did you say Knowles ran away from you?
Yeah.
You said Knowles, plural, more than one Knoll?
How many were there? I looked to the ground.
Uh, well, we killed like 50 back there. But yeah, there's quite a few more, I think.
Actually, that's kind of where we're going. This map here is going to take us to a place where we feel there will be many more.
Wait. You lot, less than 10, killed 50 Knowles?
I don't know if it was.
I am the almighty all of us.
I'm going to point at Vector, who of course can't respond. This one killed 50 Knowles?
No, not by himself. Teamwork. I don't think there was.
Well, actually, I think it was. Wasn't it my bears that did most of the actual final blows, if I remember correctly?
I don't remember giving any blows myself.
true.
I must see this for myself. Did you bring anything like corpses of the gnolls, heads, trophies of any sort?
Maybe, but what is your fascination with gnolls?
It's not the gnolls. You say you went up against a band of 50. There are less than 10 of you, and you came out on top. I've
Well,
got to see this.
we are kind of as much as it is nice to talk to you. We are kind of do have gnolls to track. So, like I was saying earlier, you're welcome. You're welcome to test your metal against vectors.
Just stay
you know.
where we can see you. Look, me and Olvis will stay in the back. Vector and Evelios, they're the ones tracking. Stay in between. Keep an eye out. How's that sound?
He can ride next to Maka.
There you go.
You don't mind?
No.
Me coming with you guys.
Do you have a bow?
I do,
Do I
I
see a
do.
bow?
You can see the bow slung across my back, a nice long bow.
Oh,
It
yeah.
actually looks exceptionally nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, why not?
I-
We can use your arrows.
All right, I can see pretty well. I'll keep an eye out. If you don't mind me coming along, I'd love to see this group take out a band of gnolls. I must admit, I'm finding it a little tough to believe.
Well, it wasn't
There you
50,
go.
but we're pretty badass. We've been in the company of dragons, okay? And
Oh,
I want to incite him because like I like his voice too much, but it sounds kind of spooky.
All right, go ahead.
Is that verse my deception?
If you're lying, I guess.
No, I'm not being deceiving.
If there's any ulterior motives, let's see. Come on. Hey, Big 12. That's bullshit. My roll better be better if something happens.
So is everybody just like eyeing me up and down?
I am.
I think Ivelios is actually he has a pretty big nose as a furball. He's sniffing, trying to see how dirty you are. He's contemplating asking Ovos to clean you.
God, that just
Oh, yeah.
sounds weird. Ew, what are you sniffing at?
I'm just trying to see if your must will give us away to the gnolls. They are related to. They have a good sense of smell after all.
Hmm. You did see me. I don't know. Did you smell me?
I don't know what tipped me off with my 25 perception, Tyler.
Your choice. Sight, smell, you just notice them. Hearing, it doesn't matter. Strange tingle in the back of your neck.
For lols, I'm going to say I smelled him, and it led me to finding him visually.
Good choice.
Alright, well, the map says it goes about that way. I guess we should continue.
Does Mizion have a mount?
Did say I could ride next to them.
Yes, but do you actually own a horse?
I
Are
do
we on
not.
horses? I know I don't have a mount. I
I don't have a
know.
horse anymore.
I think there's only one horse left.
So we have Macaw who's
Horse.
riding a saber-toothed tiger of some sort, and the rest of us are walking.
Wait a minute. Is this saber-tooth tiger out like right now?
Yeah, he's riding it.
Okay, nobody said that. I think I would have acted a little differently.
Fair enough.
There's a guy riding a saber-tooth tiger. Yeah, I would have responded a little differently.
The turtle is.
Oh, it's
Turtle
the
just- yeah, the turtle is just off doing his own thing, talking to the tiger. It's okay. Actually, Ivelios could talk to the tiger technically.
Yep. Can't talk back though, but I can talk to it or something like that. I don't know.
so everyone is on foot except for the turtle.
Olvis, do you still have your horse, or did
Yeah,
you?
I'm still.
Okay, so it's just one horse party.
I have to ask, what are happening to these horses? Are they getting killed, eaten, sold? What's happening to these horses?
Well, when you were talking about not having a place to call home, there was a village that was destroyed, and my horse I kind of gave to the survivors that we helped escort to a different place to help carry a bunch of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork.
Am I to understand that you gave your horse away so someone could carry paperwork for you?
Well, not for me, for Olvis, technically.
Yes.
Olvis,
Very important.
the one who's on a horse?
Correct. Well, I mean, I can keep up with them.
You can keep up with a horse?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not anymore. But yeah, for the most part.
You know, I used to think that I was pretty good. There's no possible way I can keep up with a horse.
Well, I mean, just it's that the alcohol that dulls the senses, makes you a little fast sometimes.
Usually it makes you slower. I'll have to see this. There's so much going on here. You have a man who drinks alcohol and gets faster. This giant of a brute here who's apparently never been beaten. And someone who can talk another person into giving up their horse while they remain in the saddle. This is almost too much. But you've got those magic berries. And I swear I will follow those berries to the ends of the world.
All right, well, there you go. Berries, good berries for a loyal arrow.
You don't have enough berries.
Well, I don't have any,
My-
so technically you're right.
I have to see this. Let's go. You said you were tracking gnolls. I want to see firsthand how you guys dealt with so many.
Okay, but remember, it wasn't 50. But okay, let's go.
Oh. What's next? You're going to tell the sun was in their eyes too, right?
No, we were inside.
And they were pups.
No. I don't think they were pups. Some of them were like just bones.
You fought a giant mosquito.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot
And
about that.
This has got to be the strangest conversation I've ever had.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. There'll be plenty more.
I once talked a man out of getting out of an outhouse naked. This is the strangest conversation I've ever had. Giant mosquitoes, 50 gnolls killed by a person who's never been beaten, and a
No,
man
no,
who
not
keeps up with a
50.
horse.
Not 50.
I heard 50.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you that number was incorrect.
You used to be here. Just in the presence of me, almighty Olvus.
Well, whenever you guys are ready to go out, you don't even need survival checks.
I think
You
we're
just-
ready.
Yeah, Maddie has a map, and he can just go.
Yeah, let's go. Hop to it.
I'm ready.
This is a shortcut that's being taken.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys head out over the hills. Eventually, the hills end and come down to a plain. And about, since it is a good day, about a couple, 4 miles. It is. You can see kind of like some smoke rising into the sky. Not much else from this far away, but you do see a small thing of smoke. It's roughly. Let's see what's talking. A little after lunchtime, like 1, 2 o'clock, something like that.
What color is this smoke? I mean, is it like white smoke or like black smoke?
It's just regular old chimney smoke, from what you can tell.
Oh, chimney smoke. Gotcha.
How far out is it?
4 miles. It's very, very faint.
Okay.
And we've been tracking the knoll tracks, or we took like a.
Maddie used his magic thing. You guys left the tracks a long time ago. Maddie used his magic map thing to find the shortcut to where the knolls are. So that's where this is leading you.
Yeah, they
So like
tracks-
Maddie, essentially Maddie like pulled out this old map and was like, you know what? I think they're here, and was like, and I know a shortcut to that place.
Yeah,
Let's go.
That's exactly what happened. they when they travel they zigzag to like deter the people who are tracking, but it would make sense that they're gonna go this way, especially since the map says they're going this way. It's such a stupid item. I love it. Oh my god. Those don't exist in my game. I'm just telling you.
So there was some flashing glyphs on his map that said Knowles here.
Pretty much.
Pretty
A
much.
big old Neo sign popped up and it was like, hey.
Yeah. It's funny shit.
While we're riding, I call back and I say, Mizion, do you speak any odd languages? So far the Knolls have been communicating with each other, but we've been unable to decipher their utterances.
Are you asking me if I speak Snoll? I don't speak the Knoll.
Well,
I've
out of game, they speak Abyssal, or usually they speak Abyssal, but
no out of character. No, I don't speak anything exotic. No. I'm not like a no.
What languages do you speak?
Out of character?
Oh, I'm asking in game.
Oh, well, I speak Elvish. Now, within me saying I speak Elvish, I'm going to thread in for anyone that speaks Thieves' Cant just enough to say, do you know this?
Nobody.
nobody responds.
Nobody responds.
Yeah, just as I figured.
Do I speak
I
Elvish?
can't believe you do that.
English.
Ivelios is probably so perceptive. He's probably thinking to himself, "Man, that guy's making some strange gestures." Oh well.
How rude.
How rude.
I speak Elvish.
Okay.
Hold on, I think I might speak Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
You kind of have to pick up Elvish to
Nope.
really get around
Yeah, I
places.
speak Elvish. Yeah.
For some reason, all this knows goblin.
Grew up with him, you know.
You know, some elves will actually give you some coins if you ask them in Elvish. They get really, really, really surprised that you speak it. Not me. Just because you can speak Elvish means you learn. It's not worth giving you any coins. Besides, who's got coins to give like that?
Not me.
I don't know. That's interesting, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. I guess if maybe it's like a charity, or I don't know. It's interesting. What kind of elf are you?
Hmm. Out of character or in character?
In.
Does it matter?
No, not really. I guess but I mean, I'm just curious. Are you?
What human are you?
What kind of human am I? I'm like Puerto Rican.
Elvish. Yes, I'm an elf on a shelf. Uh, no, but I'm asking that somewhat disdainfully. I mean,
No,
what
I
type of
did not.
elf are you? What type of human are you?
What type of human? I am a human from all over the place. Originally, I am from, and I name a place that I don't know. And if those humans are called a certain type of people, like Manasians or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'll identify myself as that.
Well, that's all fair and good, but I've never holed up in any place long enough to say that I'm from that particular place. So
Well, I mean,
I'm in.
I'm the same way, actually. I travel a lot. I love different cultures. That's why I'm asking. I'm just fascinated by different types of people. That's it. I don't mean anything by it. Why else? I mean, how many humans do you see traveling with such a diverse group?
I've never seen such a diverse traveling group.
Well, exactly.
Well, that's not true. I have.
Well,
It's just
I'm the token human.
they were usually traveling to some store in the middle of the night, not out in the woods, not in the mountains, and they definitely couldn't kill 50 gnolls.
It wasn't 50. You really hung up on that number.
You haven't given me any other number to go along with.
It was less
I'm
than
not sure if
50.
you're. 49 is less
21?
than 50.
Yeah, I don't think it was 49 either. I can't. How many was it? Hold on, let me think. There was a big hyena. There was a one, two, three, maybe four bone hyenas. There was two of the crazy ones. There was a couple with bows. So what is that? I don't know. There was like maybe 12. I'm guessing maybe 12. I don't know. And it wasn't 50.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Why would I lie to you?
Either you're downplaying your accomplishments or you were really boasting earlier. I don't know which it is.
No, it wasn't me. I never said 50. I said it wasn't 50. But it's alright. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You'll see what we can do, and hopefully you'll show us what you can do. You know?
Good at putting an arrow in between people's eyes from really far away.
That's an excellent skill.
That's about what I'm best at.
Okay, that's excellent. We can practice one day.
I love that. I love practicing. I love firing my bow.
Yeah.
I absolutely love firing my bow. Sometimes it's hard not to fire my bow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. If you ever feel like you're randomly shooting at anybody in the group, make sure you target me.
That is not a request. The strangeness of the group grows ever so exponentially. This will definitely be a sight to behold.
Yeah. Nice. So, all right. I think
You
we're
take
going
out
to the.
12 gnolls.
I think so. Some of them were already dead, but they're still moving with magics.
Okay. So how close do you guys want to get?
Mhm.
Well, as we're getting closer, I want to start looking for signs of a patrol.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Also, is there any place maybe with some kind of elevation where we can kind of get a good look of the area around? You know, maybe a quarter mile out, or something like that.
Guidance. Yeah, I mean it's relatively flat, but there are some minor changes in elevation.
Is it like an open plain or are there grasses?
It's a plane. It is a plane. 16. You do see some old. Well, depending how close you guys are getting, but if once you get a little closer, say like half mile away, you do see footprints that are gnollish in nature. Uh,
Uh, when we come to a stopping point, I'm going to need a minute to cast a spell.
how many minutes?
A minute.
Oh, just 1 minute. Yeah. You guys stop whenever you're stopping. Like, I just need to know how close.
I mean, can we see it at a quarter mile out? Can we get a clear look, or do we? How close do we need to be in order to get like a clear look without being super
No,
obvious?
it's sunny day. You can easily be, uh, I mean, to get a good quarter miles probably for a decent view.
Okay,
Are we trying to just walk up straight to it or are we trying to be unobserved?
unobserved, stealthy. I'm thinking, if we could stop about a
Yeah,
quarter mile out, maybe we could chill for a little bit, see what's going on, if there's anybody coming in, going out.
Yeah.
Maybe try and figure out where there's movement. Try and maybe get an idea of maybe obvious defenses. You know, I don't know. Get information before making the next decision.
Yeah.
What are you
We seem to
casting,
be.
Olvis?
I was going to cast an elemental spell.
Oh, you're gonna conjure. Okay.
I just want to do it right before we want to engage, so
Okay.
it's not wasted.
Did anybody have any binoculars or anything? I know that's weird.
I have.
Or
I have a fucking telescope. I
I knew
think
you
Oh,
would.
wow. Nice.
I am an adventurer. I think I
you
have
have
a
a
telescope.
spyglass?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
They're like 1,000 gold, you know.
All right. I have something. Let me check. What do I have?
I have a steel mirror.
I
So do we
have.
come to a stop and everybody's just like rummaging through their
Yep.
packs?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like I find a couple of rocks and I lay the map out, and I'm like, okay, we are here. We're, what I'm saying, trying to do stuff like that, test the wind. I don't know, but okay,
Yeah,
here we go. Spyglass of clairvoyance. Let's see. Uh, as an action, you can look through the spyglass of clairvoyance at a location within 1 mile of you that is obstructing your view, such as a mountain, castle, fortress. You must then succeed a DC 15 Wisdom check using cartographer's tools to map the natural terrain found within 3 miles. Wait, what? You do not gain any knowledge of the creature, structure, or anything other than the natural terrain. Okay, never mind.
That's only if you use an action, though, right? You can still
Yeah.
use
So,
it as
well,
a
I mean, it's a
spyglass.
spyglass, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Is it a telescope? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it just doubles.
Yeah.
Just doubles
Okay, so
regular
just like a
spyglass.
little 2 lenses and like a leather wrap kind of shit.
Yeah,
Real
objects
simple.
viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size.
Okay,
So
so
from
instead of a quarter mile, what's a quarter mile? Like 1,200 feet? No, more than that. 14, 13, 12, 15. Yeah, so it's about 13. So I guess it'll be like 600 and
600.
change.
Yeah.
200 yards.
What? That's not right. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah. 2 football fields.
Yep, yeah, it is.
I mean, we can always
Oh, yeah.
get closer, you know?
So roll me a perception check.
Yeah, so I guess if it looks decent from here, we can always go to the 600 foot mark and get closer.
Would you like to give me the spyglass to use, Maddie?
Yeah, you're taller than me. You can probably see a little better. Here you go. Don't break it.
Sure.
Would you like me to
Does
go
it
up
give
there
like
and
a
take
flat
a look?
bonus or something like that?
Say again?
Would you like me to go up there and take a look? You guys seem to be squabbling over this spyglass. You can take turns looking, and I can go up and actually take a look.
I mean, if you really want to, but like, what's to say that you're not going to tell us that we're out here now? Ah,
All right, and I'll sit down and I'll just wait for you to finish your ministrations.
All right, yes. Let's just have a look, and then don't worry, you can go sneaking off in a little bit. If you
I
don't
figured you could keep an eye on me through the spyglass.
Well, we're gonna do that. Don't you worry.
Okay, so Dylan, roll me a perception check.
So does a spyglass actually give a flat bonus or anything like that?
No,
Does it have any
no,
mechanical?
It just makes things look closer.
All right. Well, in that case, I will ask for nature to guide my eyes.
They have special eyes.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? It's like I'm like, nudging him. What do you see? Tell me what you see. And I like have one hand out as a visor, kind of over my eyes, and I'm looking.
I don't know if I'm supposed to see anything, but I just see a black map right now.
I'm going to drag you out to the map so you know what you see.
Get it in front of the telescope. I can't see shit.
Is it working? Is it working for you? What do you see? Are you holding it the right way?
Is there a cover on this?
Are you
God
holding
damn
the
it,
right
Maddie!
way?
You put
No,
left the
no.
cover on
You're
again.
supposed to
Are
put
you
it
standing
in
in?
front of your eye.
You're standing in front of it, aren't you?
No. You got to put it over your open eye. Close the other one.
Is it backwards?
I just
He's holding
asked
it
you, I
backwards,
don't know.
isn't
I
he?
don't know. Possibly.
Let me drag you out of here.
What do you see? Quickly tell us. What do you see?
I know what he hears.
Oh, I want to make sure. Can you hear me? Say something.
You can see now, Dylan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you see? Quick. It's okay.
Oh,
you can
come
speak.
on.
You can speak.
Tell
while
us.
Hold on.
looking. Hold on. Wait. What do you see?
Take it easy. The map is quite large. I have to move around to see what I can see exactly.
Now I want to see the spyglass.
Oh my god, you guys are the worst.
What's taking so long?
Ivelios just takes his quarterstaff and like clunks Maddie or attempts to clunk Maddie on the head to calm him down.
No, calm.
Roll.
Like
No,
playfully.
What are you doing? Focus. What are you doing?
I ever tell you about that time that
Tell us the story of
I tell them I can see the building, and in front of the building there appears to be more of those undead guards, and on top of that
How
there
many are
seems to
there?
be
Are there like
4.
50?
There are 3. There appears to be 3 undead guards guarding the doors. There are, in addition to that, there are 4 cages
What's in the cage?
in front of the places that seem to contain
The
some
big,
large,
big
more like
hyenas?
hyena-like creatures.
Missing hyenas.
Okay, do you see any
And
archers?
then I tell them that I see a human. What's going on with that,
They're
Tyler?
being dragged by those two gnolls.
Oh shit! So I tell them that they seem to have hostages.
Are these the missing people, Mizian?
So I'm gonna wait like a minute or two and see, like if there's anybody patrolling around the compound. Look around.
Elvis, maybe this is where the
They-
Dark Lord is.
They drag the prisoner, kicking and screaming
It
through
did
those
say
double
within the
doors.
next day. This is
Did
it.
you say you saw
The
a
cards.
prisoner?
The cards.
Prisoner or maybe just food. These gnolls seem to just want to eat any kind of flesh. Who knows?
So we need to hurry up, but we need to keep our wits about us because the cards
Yes,
they
yeah.
told us that within the next day we were gonna fight the Dark Lord or something. So just
The
be careful.
executioner.
The executioner. That's it. Yes.
Uh,
I remember.
you don't see any other patrols coming or going in that time you spent watching.
And I don't see anything besides gnolls. Like I'm also looking for like maybe a leader or something like that.
No, not outside.
Okay. So I say, yeah, I tell them that I don't see any patrols. We could probably sneak up on them if we wanted to. I have a spell
Okay,
that
let's go
that will
quickly.
bind shadows to us.
Let's do this.
Nature will hide us.
All right.
Nature will hide us in this open plain.
Yes, it's amazing. Yes, it's cool. Let me get the spyglass back. I want to see.
I give, I, I hold the spyglass over Maddie's head, really tall, like out of his reach, and I'm like, "Oh, you want this? You want this?"
I will jump and do some
then-
weird flipping shit and snatch it out of his hand.
That he does. I didn't anticipate that.
Yeah, you're just like, you want this? Maddie just springs up 90 feet.
Yes, thank you very
No,
much.
the long jump is 90 feet.
Oh yeah.
But your high jump is, your high jump's pretty far too, right? Like 12 feet.
It's like
something that?
tripled or some craziness. Tripled
Yeah,
or
so you
quadrupled.
just-
I don't know what the hell it is.
Boing. Okay.
So
So
you just
you
jumped
walk
like
into your
like
friend?
a good 40 feet or better straight up in the air right in front of me.
Wait, let's see. Well, I'll tell you exactly. Well, how tall? You're like 7 feet. So if you hold it up high, that'll probably put it at like the 10-foot mark. So, yeah, let me see. I'll tell you right
Your
now
high jump.
if I can do it.
Your high jump's 3 plus your strength mod.
3 plus strength mod, so that's gonna be a 5.
And then whatever bonuses you have.
Okay,
So
so let's
you-
see. I can jump.
It's 3 plus your strength mod when you have a 10-foot lead up. I think it's half that when you don't, right?
Okay. I'm assuming he's going to
Hold on.
try to maximize his springiness.
I'm sure I can do it, even if I have to like run over his side or something. I don't know.
Anyway, you perform an inhuman jump.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so 5, and then so half. So it's gonna be 2.5 feet, and then I got the boots. I could do it. I know I could jump 10 feet. I don't mean to like slow
Yeah.
down the game
Yeah.
for this.
You easily can jump 10 feet.
Yeah, 3 times.
So I
the
tell-
normal
I tell-
distance. So 7.5, and then the ring of jumping. So yeah, I can do it. Yeah, jump over, just flip over, just grab it, whatever.
All right, roll me a perception check with advantage because you kind of have a Dylan or Avelios as kind of has a bead on your location or the location.
All right. Sorry, my character sheet is taking forever to open.
Forever.
Forever and ever.
So I look over at Olvis and tell him that he needs to cast his spell first if he wants his creature to be within my aura.
I cast my spell.
Advantage, Matty.
All right,
Advantage.
24.
Okay.
Show me. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
I told you I was going to steal it.
Oh. Okay. All right. Very cool.
How tall are you, Mateo?
5'10"?
Okay.
So Matty looks through the spyglass.
Yeah, I get all serious. It's like I get down on one knee. You know, kind of like just looking, focusing. You said you saw somebody
After a
being
minute,
dragged.
somehow.
I don't see anybody being dragged. Where did they go?
I tell Maddie that they went in the double doors to the north.
Okay. We have to hurry up.
Why? What do you see?
I don't see the people anymore. So they close the doors, and there's a couple of gnolls on the outside, and the giant hyenas. You know, at least 4.
So Olvis, is it the return of the fire-bearded dwarf, or
No.
something new?
I'm bringing out a gargoyle this time.
If you want to make sure that you do it closer.
Well, it lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, you guys are... I mean, yeah, you
Per
can
mile?
quarter mile, yeah.
How long is it going to take us to get up there? Where we're at?
Stealth. If that's half speed, probably not bringing your mount.
Like 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah, it'd be about 10 minutes to get up there.
So I still had 50 minutes left if I cast it now.
Yep.
Which should be hopefully plenty of time.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll just do it now.
Is
Alright, then after he's cast his gargoyle, I cast my spell.
All right. So everybody roll me stealth checks. Plus 10.
I grab my holy symbol and I say a quick prayer, but nothing happens.
So, plus whatever we roll plus
Nothing cool happens.
What does Vector have?
30.
Holy shit. We have
It's taking forever. So sorry. We do stealth.
I'm impressed, Olvis.
Damn.
34. Wait, no. Wait, plus 10, right? Yeah, 34.
So,
That's turtle.
no, it wasn't. That was Vector. With disadvantage. So he has a 13.
Oh.
The turtle. I just have it as my name right now. Turtle will have a. Where's my stealth? Roll a stealth for uh, your summon too.
Gargoyle. This is dexterity, right?
What did you summon?
Yeah. A gargoyle.
Like a regular stone gargoyle or like a different type of gargoyle? Or you the living gargoyle?
That saber-toothed tiger is stealthy as fuck.
I think this is just a. Well, I guess it can turn into a stone gargoyle, but this is regular.
Okay, so what is the order you guys are approaching?
We gotta stay within 30 feet of Dylan.
Mhm.
Is you in with the arrows? Are you gonna kind of be up front, or are you towards the back?
I prefer to stay in the rear if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'll be right beside him.
So
I mean,
Vector,
obviously, Vector's
and
up
I would
front.
be up front. I'd probably be 10 feet behind Vector, but like to the side a little bit. I guess that puts Dylan within 20 feet of Vector if he's in the middle. Where's Elvis?
I haven't put him on the map yet.
I'm in the back as well.
Okay.
I need to
And what about Macaw?
scrunch you guys in here. Oh, like
The maze bringing the saber-tooth tiger. This is gonna be a good fight.
Elvis.
Oh,
Is that everybody? You need your gargoyle, right?
yeah, I'll bring it up. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. Zoom in here.
Tyler, if you want to give me, you probably have a lot to control. If you want to give me control of Vector, like last time, I think I did a decent job.
I mean, Vector's not hard.
Kill it! Kill everything! Ha ha ha!
That's the. I like
That thing is flying, right?
The gargoyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got like 60 flying
Oh,
speed.
nice.
Damn. All right. So you guys are approaching. Move yourselves however you see fit. I know it's a little scrunched up there in that beginning there, but
So being stealthy. Do we only? All right, the front entrance. Okay. We have to make sure the dogs stay quiet. The hyenas. The hyenas. Hello?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I was looking to see if I had sound spell, but I don't.
okay, so Makai will hop off the tiger before you guys get too close, knowing that his stealth isn't as good as the tiger stealth, but he's going to be in back-ish too. How close you guys getting?
I like to get close enough to see what the cage setup is. Like, are they locked? Are they open? You know, I want to know what that situation is.
From your previous scopage, you can tell they're closed, but they're not locked. And this is the same pack lord that you guys have encountered before.
Like the same
So you
exact
can't-
one?
No, just the same type of
Oh,
creature.
okay.
So yeah, like from your first encounter on the road, you know that, maybe that's the one that's in charge of the hyenas. So I just need to know how
So they're
close.
closed, but they're not locked. And they don't look like they can be opened from the inside. Like somebody has to let those guys out.
Yeah.
Are they sleeping?
They're just kind of doing their thing until I know how close you guys are getting.
And we learned last time that they're not humanoids, right? That like hold person didn't work on them. I think somebody tried that.
Right.
On what, the Knolls?
Yeah, I think one of us tried hold person and it didn't work.
Okay.
Trying not to metagame too much.
Guys, if you don't tell me, Vector is going to start sending. No. Um,
Okay, well, I mean, this tree right here, is that going to provide any kind of cover? Yeah, but then they can smell. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Up to you guys. I follow you.
Does it look like they have to walk up to the cages to let them out, or is there like a mechanism that will like unlock all of them?
nah, well, you didn't look through the thing, so I need to know how close you're getting.
I'm going. Gosh.
Well, what is the terrain like immediately off of this map?
It's all grassy plain. A little bit of not like steep hills, but there's just, like, maybe if you went prone, you
So
could get.
like the tall grass.
No, it's not that tall. It's maybe like for you, it's not that tall.
Like if we low crawled in the dirt, heading towards the tree would be observed.
That would be
Well, we
part of
rolled
your
stealth checks on it,
stealth
so.
checks. Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any way for us to silence all of everybody out here at once. So.
I can cast visibility on one person. It's not really going to help much.
No, that's not going to help. We got to figure out how to either take them out fast so they don't make noise, or somehow figure out the way to silence them, or something. Just put them to sleep, maybe. Nobody
So
have the
now that we're getting a little bit closer, I'm noticing that this building has no windows. Is that right?
That's correct.
And none of us have the silence spell anyway, so silence is not going to work. We're just going to have to wham bam thank you ma'am it, I think.
But they're inside the cages.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can take out the guys that can let them out before they can get to them.
Okay. You know what? Let's get as close as possible, and then as soon as they notice us, we just charge in.
Yeah,
Works for
I can
me.
deal with that.
Okay, so you guys.
I'm new here. I want to make sure I understand the plan. It's to move forward until they see us, and then attack.
Unless somebody else has a better idea.
I mean, this is where I just put you guys. I mean, you could maneuver yourself to go, around the building or whatever. I mean, it's not.
You guys were looking through the spyglass. Did you see another door?
Do you see another door? There's two doors. There's the double door, and then I think there's a door over here where the the other undead guy is a smaller door. It looks like, at least.
That's correct.
The hairs on the back of my neck are starting to stand up a little bit.
Well, I asked Mizion, like, you said you're good at hitting people with a bow from a long distance. Are you more deadly when they don't know that you're coming?
Well, of course, but there's a lot of people out there. I'm certain if one drops automatically, the others will be somewhat suspicious. Look,
Well,
there's an arrow.
I'm just saying perhaps you could be the first one to strike, and then the rest of us attack.
There are light
Well,
sources. Is it daytime? It's daytime, right?
It's daytime.
It's daytime.
it's daytime.
But,
Okay.
but there are light sources as well.
I hear you guys talking about these cages. There's a guy that's was close to the cages. We can try to take him out. Maybe he won't be able to get to the cages
Yes,
before.
that's part of what I'm saying.
Well, yes, definitely, but that's not going to keep them quiet. It might just keep them contained, which is good. But it'd be nice if they're quiet too.
Well, I'm certain I can take a shot. If that's what you would like.
Yeah, so I guess we sneak up to this tree here. If this is my idea, anybody can stop me. We sneak up to like behind this tree here, and then Mizion can pop out and like get a shot off on the pack leader, and then we just rush in. So I'm gonna put I assume we're somewhere around underneath this tree.
Ivelios,
Yeah.
can you where'd it go? Roll me where is it? A DC 13. Actually, no, wait. Your passive perception is what?
17.
Okay, so before you go there, you stop
Okay.
and you see the leaves and dirt and stuff on the ground. Looks a little out of place.
Okay. So there's a pit trap or something.
What do you see?
Why'd you stop?
I tell everybody there's a pit trap.
Oh, we gotta stay within 30 feet.
Whisper! Whisper!
Can you block it out? Can I show everybody where it is exactly? Or if there's more than one? I don't see.
Come back and tell us what you see.
No, I was assuming that we're as a group.
Yeah, everybody needs to stay. As Vector gets closer, though, the hyenas start, yipping.
Stay still. They can smell you. Maybe that's me.
So yeah, I point it out and I say avoid that area. And and I'd say Mission, go, shoot, kill.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Well, if that's what I heard.
Let's do this. Let's everybody roll initiative.
But Vector and me, like I said, we're using this long grass in the tree for cover. I don't know where everybody else is, but
Tapped on myself.
What?
God damn it. Even with the advantage, it's bullshit. Hey, wait for me.
Not roll? Come on. Why didn't he go in?
Oh, actually,
There. Why is this not working?
I can't kind of stay hidden where I am, right? Well, actually, with the spell,
Yeah, I
guess.
mean, we're all close to the tree. That was the. I don't know where you guys. We're all.
I'm
close
not quite close to the tree. I'm a little bit out in the open. If I was at the tree, I wouldn't have a shot. There's big cages in the way.
It's because I'm pushing the wrong button. That's why. There we go. I know how to do this.
Actually,
If you have sharpshooter, you ignore cover.
I do not have sharpshooter.
That's a lot of initiatives you roll in there.
Yeah, well, I messed up on the stuff. Okay. Anyway, so surprised. Ulrich, you doing anything for the first round?
Probably try to.
Oh, I need to.
Why can't I click? Because I don't have the clicker. Move a little closer over here just to stay a little bit hidden. That's about it.
Wait a minute. Wait, I stopped everybody. Wait. Fuck, it's not my turn. Never mind. I don't do that.
Um,
Oh man, I just had
I'll also see if I can do something else here before end of a turn. Check.
a 20 and a 1. Look at that.
I know, right? I don't know why it has it at a negative 0.92 instead of negative 1. It's weird, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna just preemptively cast this.
Nice.
Yep.
And that should be it for me.
All right. Mizian.
Alright, let me roll that attack.
With advantage because he is surprised.
Ooh,
And you're hidden.
Alright, let's roll that again.
that's a pretty name.
And add your sneak deck.
Why is it not clicking? Oh, because I have to check it. Nope, still not clicking. Why is that not clicking?
You have to check it and then roll your attack.
That's alright.
You mean roll the attack again?
Just roll
Or
your
just-
D6s or whatever.
Yeah, just roll a d6. That's faster for this particular moment, anyways. D6. 3.
So that is 19 points as this arrow just comes silently out of the darkness. That hurt. Ow, boy. Okay. Anything else?
Well, I'm gonna move up just a little bit. I want to see if they see me draw them in.
Yeah, after you attacked, you break your stealth, so everybody kind of definitely now is like well, they can't really do much because they're surprised, but the hyenas, because they've already gone, definitely turn and start growling and stuff.
But they only see me, right? They haven't seen anyone else. They don't know anyone else is there. Hopefully.
They know Vector.
Fingers crossed.
They already started on alert because they smelt Vector.
But I'm the stinky one. Okay.
But now they definitely see you.
Alright, then, no, I'm gonna end my turn right there, standing out in the open.
All right. Gargoyle.
Gargoyle's gonna fly 60 feet over here beside this cage.
If you want to keep your stealth, you have to move half.
Okay, he's gonna do 30. So let's see. Right there.
That shit would be funny if he like landed on the pit.
I think, yeah, he doesn't have any ranged attacks or anything, so.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's all she's gonna do. Or he or whatever it is.
It's your creation. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so surprise, not no more. Vector.
Are the turtle and the saber-tooth tiger really that far away? Are they really there, or are they closer to us?
As long as they're within 30 feet. I mean, a tiger would have moved up, but tiger's also under. So yeah, they have to move up a little bit. He's just back here somewhere. Okay. Okay. Now Vector.
Okay, because that changes. Vector is just going to like let out, uh, let out. Nobody can stop me. Here I come. I'm invincible.
When he runs across the pit. You got muted. What'd you do?
I'm moving him.
Oh.
So he runs. His speed is only 30, right? Yeah. So he runs 30, and then fuck it. He's not. What's his intelligence? Oh, it's 10. He's not stupid. So yeah, he'll take the dodge action. He'll like taunt the pack lord to come. 30 would be there. He'll taunt the pack lord like, "Come and get it, you big ugly dog."
All right. Ivelios.
Oh, and then great, one after another. This is gonna be fun.
Hmm.
All right. Ivelios will drop concentration on Pass Without a Trace. Move out 5, 10, 15, 20. So he can see around this tree here. And he's going to do Yield conjures the animals and the spirit totem. And he does to the beginning of every fight. So I'm going to conjure 2 bears. And I like turn towards Miziona and say, "Don't kill the bears."
Don't kill the bears.
Bear hides are worth a lot, though.
Alright, and then as my bonus action, I will break out the spirit totem. I'm just trying to figure out exactly. Do you have it with the aura already on it?
I don't know. I don't think I saved it last time, which I really should. It would be so much more efficient.
Well, you just pull it out every time you find it every time.
Well, yeah, I know which one I pull. So where'd you want it?
Well, I want it so that it's covering everyone basically right in the middle for now.
I'll just
So
give it to you. Hold on. Controlled by.
What spirit is it?
it is the bear spirit. So
Bear
everybody
spirit.
gets 12 temporary hit points.
There, you should be able to control
Okay.
it now.
Yes, I can. So yeah, I put it like that, right, basically on top of me, I guess, right next to me.
Okay.
And let me put my bears on the map. Where are they? Brown bear.
Everybody gets.
Including the bears?
Including the bears, because I summoned them first. And including the gargoyle and including everybody. Everybody gets 12 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on strength checks, I think, and strength saving throws, as long as you're within the aura.
That's great, because I'm not very strong. You don't gain a lot of muscle when you don't have enough protein.
There's a
All
lot
right.
of protein in alcohol.
And then I will move. I move 20. I'll move 10 more, a little bit closer by this tree here in front of Maddie.
Did you roll initiative for your bears?
Yeah, I gotta do that. Sorry.
So much summoning.
They better not go right after me. That would be fucking a nightmare.
That'd be a beast meta that you could set up.
No, right before you, even better.
Oh my god, 3 things in a row. That's gonna be fun. You're gonna be like, that fucker's taking such a long turn.
Your bear's gonna start talking with Vector's voice. And it's gonna be weird.
That's your turn.
That's it. I think that's a lot, right? That's enough.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's yeah. Okay, Maddie, you're up.
I have no idea what the fuck to do. Okay. So he shot that one. Okay, so I'm just trying to some fucking zigzag around you guys. So that would be 1, 2. Fuck. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So all right. So I'm gonna run up 45. Then I will, like, kind of fucking parkour off this, the edge of this cage here, and jump on this guy, as my bonus action. And then I will try and knock him prone. So, what's the radius on that for the strength? Only 30 feet, right?
Yeah, you're not. You're
Okay,
way
okay.
past it.
Yeah, way out. All right. All right, come on. Make it pretty. Come on. What we got? 13. Son of a bitch.
Mm.
I was confused. Your guy didn't even move. Okay, so you're trying to push
He
this
didn't
one,
move?
right? Back door.
You didn't see him?
No, Maddie's still there.
Oh, okay. I did the wrong thing. Shit. Hold on. My apologies. Duh. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay.
Oh, it's a tie.
So ties. All right, so nothing happens. I don't know how I ran up there. I know I zigzagged around everybody. And then also 70. Okay. All right. So it's a tie.
You're trying to figure out.
All right. I will. Okay, I'll just do a regular punch. Strike.
Razor punch.
23 to hit. 4
That
points of
hits.
damage.
Right into his jaw.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend a key point and try and stun him.
Oh, of course you do.
So, con save 14. I think it's 14. Yeah.
That's a pass. He just does that little hyena laugh in his face that you experienced not about a day ago.
Damn. God damn it. Okay, I still have. Where is the? Can I see? Can I? No. Okay. Fuck. Where's the opening? for this cage here? Like, where are the openings? Can I see them?
This one's right here.
Okay, where's the one on top? Is it like on this face, or like over here?
Yep.
Oh,
Right
it's
here.
up there. Okay. All right, so I get an attack of opportunity, or okay, I'm gonna move here and enter.
These things are surprised.
They're gonna kill me.
Aka's turn. He's just like, oh, bother. And he will touch the saber-toothed friend and cast Beast Bond.
What is it? They can see. You can see
That's
through its eyes
his
or something, or speak with it.
Yeah, he can telepathically communicate with it and everything. And now it's Sabertooth's turn. What's his speed? 40 feet. So he's going to just stay stealth. 20. Then take the dash action for 20 more. 5, 10. Okay. What's that? Hyenas. So they just start bark, 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 yip, 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 yip. And that's yippee-ki-yay, a motherfucker. Initiative roll. Initiative roll.
What?
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 Initiative roll.
Alarm.
Hmm.
Initiative roll.
The hornet that stirs.
Initiative roll.
Oh boy.
Initiative roll. And initiative roll. All right. This is going to be fun. Okay. So that's Ovis. You're up, buddy.
All right. Well, I guess move 30 feet to the left here. And can I see the one that Maddie's on without? Well, I guess I have. Yeah, I can still probably hit it with firebolt, right?
From where you are.
My mage wand there.
I mean, you have a lot of shit in front of you. Unless you have spell sniper or whatever it is. When you have a large bear right in front of you, and you have Maddie, it would get some cover,
No.
but you can try it.
All right. Firebolt. Yeah, that's not gonna hit
Nope.
anything.
You're trying to shoot between the bear's legs and get around Maddie, and they're just
What?
What? Anything else?
No, that's it for me. Sorry. Everybody's mic keeps going out on my end over here, so I might have to refresh.
Oh, don't do that. We have 6 minutes left.
Okay.
We'll just get through this round of combat.
All right.
You all hear just a big booming voice come from inside that nobody understands, but it seems like everything outside kind of just stands at attention. And seems like they just become very almost militaristic in their demeanor. And that's that. Mizian.
Wait, everyone stopped moving, and
They just seem to stand at attention.
all we heard was
Just
a
a
bit
big.
booming voice, but we don't. But at least I don't understand it, right?
Nobody understands it. I mean, for the other three, it's very familiar, but they can't understand what it says. Out of game, it's abyssal. Uh,
Move 30 to get better angle on shot. This monk now. Can I actually shoot past the monk at him, or is that going to be with
you just get a little bit of cover.
just a little bit of cover? All right. I have no idea what that human is doing. He just ran up there with the quickness and blocked the shots.
Damn, that hits. And I think that is exactly. Yeah, this arrow comes whizzing by Maddie's head and just sticks right in between this thing's eyes.
It's like I do a quick split and I punch it in the
Yes.
balls. Whoa.
Just whop, and it falls over, just dead.
Ask everybody. That's what you wanted me to do, right?
I give a thumbs up. Hold
All
my
right.
hand up high in the air.
Vector turns around and says, "That only counts as one."
Oh, and my turn there.
Gargoyle.
All right. He's just gonna fly 60 feet over to here, and that's his turn. He can't do anything else. Actually, I'm just going to dash because I can.
That's only
And
like
get up.
45 feet. When you fly, you can go over shit. Unless you're going through. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, 60 there, and yeah, I'm just going to get all the way up there.
Okay.
That.
How high up are you? Elvis. How high up is your gargoyle?
Because it cut through those, but
Okay, so he's not in melee range. Okay, that's all I
not
need to
sure
know.
how tall they were, but
All right. Their turn. Their turn. He's dead. And Vector.
Vector, seeing that somebody's already out killing him, and that his pride can't take that kind of damage, he's gonna run forward. He's gonna dash.
Is dashing.
Yeah. I'm just measuring it out. He's gonna dash to there.
All right.
And then he's going to. I think he has
Hand axe.
javelins. Oh, hand axes, right?
Yep.
And since he can't be, he can't be out killed. He's gonna action surge and take hand axes and throw them at this one here.
Oh.
I'm just playing the character. I know it's not smart,
Right.
not
That's
100%
funny.
smart, but I'm trying to play the character.
I understand.
So he'll take 2 hand axe attacks. That probably doesn't hit.
The 11 just misses. The other hand axe comes flying through and takes a big chunk of this thing off. It just kind of like skin and bone and everything come breaking off in the impact. And it just stares at you with its dead, lifeless eyes. Anything else?
That's it for good old Vector.
All right.
Let me just take all the turns now. Sorry, everyone.
Brown bears.
The brown bears are going to rush up and back up Vector. They have 40 feet of movement, so I don't really have to measure it out. If Vector can get here, they can get here. So they'll just rush up and back him up. They're dashing. That's their turn. Ivelios. Ivelios will move 30 feet up, but he doesn't want to really be very close to these cages. Okay, he's going to use a bonus action to move the totem 60 feet. Catch up to the action here. So 2 squares next to Maddie.
It's funny how Avilos gets close to combat when he controls Vector.
What do you mean?
Otherwise, he's like where Mission is. He's on a Mission.
Well, I only have like a 60-foot range, so I'm like grasping at straws here.
It's a big ass map.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Thank you, Eric.
My pleasure.
I'm just checking the range on a couple of my things here. I could do that. That might fuck them up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just take the dodge action. That's end turn.
All right. Maddie.
All right. This one that's next to the gargoyle, how's it looking?
Pretty rough.
Pretty rough.
That
No
you're
touch.
confident that you might be able to kill it in one punch if you roll high enough.
Oh wow, that was not condescending at all. I will run up.
You're confident that Vector might. You're confident that Vector might kill you if you kill it. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Alright, so it's 30 feet. Okay, so yeah, man's gonna come running up over here. He's gonna do like a quick, like a spinning sidekick to the face.
All right.
Let's get fancy.
Let's get fancy.
Let's get
Let's do
fancy.
it. Spinning sidekick.
Yeah, it sucks when I level up. I'm gonna have to put those points into dex. I can't get my feet because my character's falling behind.
What feat did you want?
There was a bunch of them that I wanted.
All of the feats. That hits.
16.
And you're
All right, so
yeah
7
you
points.
do your spinning sidekick, and this thing just like head just kind of does the cartoon twist, and it just collapses.
Oh, sweet. All right. So that was 30. 30. Okay, I can go here, so I can go 45. Shit. 45. All right. I will actually back up. 5, 10, 15. I'll go here. And enter.
All right. This thing scampers inside really quick. And this one does the same. And Maka will use his bonus action to command the saber tooth. Then he'll fall again. 5, 10. You just have to use his action, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up there. All right. And top of the order, it is 10:06. So I guess we'll have to end it there.
Shit. Are the doors open?
Unless
All right.
the Witherling ran in and closed it real quick.
Shut the door behind us. All right. All right. That's cool. All right, that was good. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mizium, what's your real name?
Hear me?
Yeah. What's your real name?
Yeah,
Nathan.
Nathan. All right, Nathan, I'm Eric.
it's good.
You know. Thanks, dude. Like, you're cool. I like it. I like your character. Very
Yeah.
cool. Welcome
It
aboard.
was great.
Thanks for joining us.
Please show up next week.
Please. Holy
Oh.
crap.
Next week, and fucking Vector, please come play your character and break down doors and stuff. Ha ha ha. Yeah,
I'll definitely be there.
awesome.
No questions.
Very cool.
No questions.
All right. So yeah, I gotta get out of here. Son's gotta go to bed. You know the deal. So good
Yes,
game,
sir.
everybody.
And do that.
And yeah, we will catch you all next Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same time, same place.
Same
Night.
time, same place.
Night.
All right. Have a
Good night, everyone.
All right. Have a good one.